So hi everyone, it's Gellis here at Infinite Modesty Design. Thank you guys for joining me today. For those who join in the live, thank you. For those who join in the replay, thank you. And for those who plan to join me later on, thank you as well. Thank you for joining me guys today. All right. So I know I just sent out a last minute notice. So if anyone have the link for Instagram and want to join me, not Instagram, sorry, on Zoom and want to join me on Zoom, you are 100% free to do so. So who we are a Toronto Sewn and Fashion studio, and our goal is to help build your skills in the area of sewing and fashion. And currently, guys, we do it online. So for many of you have contacted me and say, you know what, I want to learn the art of sewing while I'm a beginner and I want to, I definitely want to pursue my passion. This is the time to do it, guys, because currently we do it online. All right, so anyone want to join me on Zoom, you are free to do so. Just to let you know as well is that by the grace of God, I love sewing and fashion. I love teaching the skills of sewing and fashion. But I also want to let you know by the grace of God, I am a Christian as well. And one of the goals is to get to know Jesus Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. That is the ultimate goal, guys. Everyone will know the truth. The Bible says every knee shall bow, every tongue must confess. So that's a guarantee. Once the Bible says it is settled, and I believe it, and I believe that's the goal for you and I, is to get to know the Lord Jesus Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. All right, guys. So anyway, for those who are have signed up, many of you guys had said you're waiting on your mannequin, and that's fine. Some of you guys send me different reasons why you haven't started yet, and that's fine as well. And some of you guys have started and even send me some of your projects, so which is awesome. So I'm excited for whatever level you are. Again, I said, guys, this event, I would not make it, it's not going to be pushy. It's not going to be like, oh, it's a 1 week event, 2 week events, because I have people from different parts signing up for the event, and not everyone could get their hands on everything in 2 weeks. So I want it to be a relaxing event, but still not relaxed that we forget about the event, but relaxed enough. Okay. All right, Paula, I got your message. So relaxed enough that you have enough time to do it in general. Alrighty, so for all those who are joining me on Zoom, fantastic. I'm gonna accept you in a bit. Just give me some time. I would accept you in a bit. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. A few of you guys is coming in. No worries. No worries. No worries. No worries at all. Okay, all right, I got you, Paula. I got you. Let me see if I could get it in. All right, there you go. Thanks, Paula. I got your message. It's done. Fantastic. All right, guys. So I know I post something in the group, and I mentioned for those who are looking to get their sewing and fashion dream come alive, and many of you guys responded. Now, I also asked the question if you have a sewing machine. So if you have a sewing machine, guys, fantastic. There's a link somewhere around this video. Sign up for the beginners class, because at the end of the day, you must start from the beginning. If you know you past beginners, because I have people who have actually come to my my advanced academy and they have already know how to sew. They just need to perfect that skill or to get it to that level where they could actually make clothes competently for others. So you could definitely let me know what level you're on. But many of you guys, some of you guys don't even have a sewing machine, which is fantastic, because I would suggest the machine, the machine I suggest itself in that event, then that's where you could actually buy that machine. Or if you already have a machine, you could actually start the event itself from there. So if anyone want to join me on Zoom, you are more than welcome. I know it's early. I should be doing another live later on today. You have the opportunity to join me later on as well. I know later on sometimes it's more I get more people to join me itself. So anyway, guys, let me go ahead. And so someone is joining me here on Zoom. I'm going to admit the person in. All right. So all those who answer the question itself that they want to take their sewing and fashion to another level, the event is on. The event is absolutely free. Guys, in the event, you have the opportunity to take full advantage of my beginners class. Full advantage. Before, for all those who took classes with me online, previous students, they know they have to, there was a fee for the beginners class. And I realized the beginners class itself, the goal is that you want to know your sewing machine, you want to know how to thread your machine, how to run the bobbin, and then you could start making little projects. And then from the little project itself, we get you onto the dressmaking event where you could actually make a dress. And all the event is absolutely free, guys. It's only if you want to take an investment and go further. If you want to become a seamstress or a designer, of course, there would be a fee as you go along in general. But again, for now, there's no fee. You could go into the beginners class for free. The membership is there. The membership portal is also there for free as well. So I know some people is on here with me on Zoom. So if I could get the opportunity to, I think, so Murphy, I think your last name, and then Natasha. So for Murphy, your first name, if you could just is Hele. Sorry, I don't want to pronounce it wrong. But if you could kindly unmute yourself, you don't have to come on camera. The Zoom is not shared, just to let you know. Your voice would be, of course, recorded, but your face or anything is not shared. So if you could kindly unmute yourself, let us know where you're connecting with us from, and let us know a little bit of your sewing story. That would be great. So you unmute. If you could kindly unmute yourself, let us know where you're connecting with us from. That would be fantastic. All right. So, yep, go ahead. You're in the hot seat. Go ahead. Let us know where you're connecting with us from, and just like to meet you in general. Thanks for joining me on Zoom today. Are you able to speak where you are? Natasha, if you could kindly unmute yourself, let us know where you're connecting with us from. Guys, your face is not on camera in any way, shape, or form.
Hi, good day, Natisha.
Natisha.
I'm from the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago.
Fantastic. All right.
Hi.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me. Yeah,
I just what happened? My sister, she had a sewing machine, and she started a course.
Okay.
And then when she started the course, she just stopped. You know, and I'm like, the sewing machine just there sitting doing nothing. So I asked her if I can have it or if I can borrow it for the while that she's not using it. Right. You know, because I've always liked the fact that, you know, you want to buy something or you buy something and it's not fitting properly. It's not fitting the way how you want it to fit. So in having a machine, you are able to do that. But I'm a beginner.
That's okay.
You know, so I'm now I sew stuff, yes, but basic.
The basic,
you know,
stuff.
But yes, the basic. So I'm now getting to know the different stitches in the machine. Okay. And sewing one or two things to get, you know, the hand of sewing straight.
Right.
My biggest challenge right now is doing the patterns, like drawing out your body structure on the paper to make something.
Okay. All right. So fantastic. So I'm very happy to hear that you have a sewing machine, which is good, and you started something. So you know how to thread the machine, run the bobbin, which is fantastic. And then thank you for letting me know your challenge as well, because I like to hear the challenge you have. So welcome. You're in the right place. And did you get to log in to the membership area? Were you able to log in?
I believe so. You know.
You believe so?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Were you able to see the videos, the beginners videos and all that, or no?
Sorry, say that again?
Were you able to see the beginners videos where we have the beginners sewing machine?
No, I didn't get to see the beginners video. No.
Okay, what did you log into? When you log in, what did you log into? Did you get emails from me to create your account?
Yeah, yes, and you sent me an email.
Okay, so just in that email, and because in the email there's a portal that you have to create your account with the email address you sign up with, and just create your own password that you would remember.
I think I did that already.
Okay, so once
I
you
have to double check. Yes, I did that already. Sign up and stuff. Yeah.
okay, good. So if you if you're not in the membership area, you could always message me and let me know, and I could just guide you on how to get in there. But good stuff so far.
Okay.
So, all right, awesome.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you're welcome. Helia, are you able to unmute yourself? Let us know where you're connecting with us from. Seeing that you are on Zoom with us. Yes, no, maybe. All right, so whenever
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. I'm sorry, I was getting some problems with the microphone.
Okay, no worries. Good to have you.
Thank you. I'm from Trinidad also, and it's my first. Well, I'm a beginner as well.
Okay.
I'm also having some challenges with the straight stitch. I don't think I can sew that straight. It's always zigzagging all over. I also have some challenges with the pattern and the measurements.
And the measurements.
You know, pattern and measurements, yes. So I'm very much interested in what's going on here. With and hope that I can go ahead with you and see how far it can take me. In my family, it had my aunt and used to do sewing, and as a little girl, you know, I used to be there watching people come by, taking measurements, sewing, and I was wondering, wow, this is great, because if you can do that for someone, you know, and they walk out with smiles on their face and all that, and I think that's a great thing to do. And I don't know, as well with the COVID and all of that that's going on, the pandemic, I have a sewing machine, and it was sitting there as well. And I decided, I said, let me take it up and see what I can do. And I started sewing on scraps of cloth, taking apart clothes that's not fitting, and trying to see. I mean, but again, my challenge is the straight stitching and all of that, you know. So I'm looking forward to see where this takes me, and I'm very much interested in reaching as far as I can.
Excellent. I like to hear that. So pretty much the same story with Natisha as well. So fantastic. You guys in the right place. And I hear that all the time. So it's something that is always repetitive, the straight stitch, or taking the body measurement, drafting a pattern for someone custom made, and so on and so forth. So you are in the right place. Now, have you logged into the membership? Were you able to get in successfully in the membership? Were you able to log in with your email address? So
yes, yeah, everything set up.
Okay, okay, perfect. I'm very happy for that. Excellent. All right, good. So thank you guys for joining me on Zoom today. So someone say good morning. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, my dear. And how you pronounce your first name again? Because I wasn't sure how to pronounce it.
Healy. Yes.
Healy. Okay, very nice name. All right, good stuff. All right, so someone say from Facebook, good morning, and I'm watching from Trinidad. Fantastic. All right, good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do here right now, because I know there's a few other people who will be watching me from the Facebook group, or in general, probably watching the replay. Thanks for those who's on Zoom with me today. If anyone else want to join me on Zoom, you are more than free to join me on Zoom. I may have another live later on. It's going to be the same, pretty much the same process later on as well. And again, I would continue to be doing live as we go along itself to kind of promote the event, let you guys know that the event is not a rush. It's not a rush because not everyone is able to get a mannequin. Some people want to learn to sew. Thankfully, we have these two ladies on here. They already have a sewing machine, but not everyone have a sewing machine. They may have to buy a sewing machine. So I didn't want to pull the event just within 2 weeks, because previously I would have it, you know, within a time frame. But now it's an event that you could do it, but don't drag the event, because eventually you forget, you know, we are human beings. We have so many, we have model, we have this. So in general, now you would you have the opportunity to take your time and do the event, and then you could definitely book a call with me when you reach to a point where you need to go to the next level and so on. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to share my screen, and I just want to make sure I share it so everyone could see here. I'm going to share my screen, and we won't be that long today. I just want to share my screen. Let me see if I'm sharing the screen. So share screen. Okay. And for the ladies on Zoom, just let me know if you've seen, let me try to get here. So let me know what you've seen. Let me come here. Okay, so you guys seen the event page for the ladies on Zoom with me? Just to confirm. You guys seen welcome to our free beginners?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, so once you've seen it, then everyone else has seen it, so I'm good with that. Okay, guys, so how I did it now, before I had it when you would come straight to the event, but what I did, because I know, again, not everyone even prepared for the event in general. So how I have it now, this was a previous beginners class I have with some students on Zoom. I put it on there. I'm going to play it in a little bit for you. So everyone could have the opportunity to, you know, listen to some of the students that was there. And then I did a beginners class itself. It was on Zoom for everyone. Now, pretty much the same thing I did in the beginners class is actually down here. But you go ahead and first, when you go, you will say, you know, please read, make sure you read to understand what's what is your steps, next and next step. You could go ahead and click it to grab your cheat sheet. Now, the cheat sheet is pretty much to tell you that you need a sewing machine, you need this, supplies you need itself, eventually preparing your mannequin that you prepare for the event itself. All right. Then when you scroll down, you always have the opportunity to schedule a call with me. And that would be, it would be at a single call or a group call. Maybe it might be someone else might be scheduled a call around the same time. So it might be group or it might be individual call, but you do have an opportunity to schedule a call with me. As a beginner, if you're struggling and you really need help, then you could definitely schedule a call with me and I'll let you know what's the next step, what's the next option for you as a beginner if you need my help in general. But again, the videos are very clear. We have video 1, we introduce you to the sewing machine, video 2, video 3, show you how to run the bobbin. Now, guys, if you do not have a sewing machine like that, no worries. You would have, if you have a sewing manual for your machine, or if you could get the sewing manual for your machine, that actually makes life really, really easy. Previously, when I teach the paid beginners class, and I would have students who come on board to my beginners class, and they don't have the machine that I have. And then I have to teach them with their machine. So the best thing that actually have us communicating together is that they look for the sewing machine. Some of my students will get the sewing machine free online. Some of them, they may have to pay for it online. Some of them, they may have to get it from the company itself. Whatever it is, the sewing manual is like your ticket to greatness. Let's put it like that. So the sewing manual, if you don't have a sewing manual for your machine and you don't have my machine per se, you could definitely get your sewing manual. Now, one thing I would do here also is to put the manual for this Singer sewing machine as well in here. I'll probably put it somewhere big and bold if you want to download the manual for this Singer machine as well. And then you give you the opportunity to thread the machine step by step. I have 2 videos here for threading the machine, 2 videos here to run in the bobbin. So again, you could see different angles. And then I have a couple of videos here with preparing with your straight stitch. And this, guys, there's no hold back here, guys. If you say, Gellis, I want you to teach me private online in a paid class, it's the exact same thing I will teach you. Doing the straight stitch, taking your time to do your back stitch, is the exact same thing. So you got it for free, or you could decide, you know, you don't want to do it for free. You want to pay me on a separate, you could go ahead and do that. But again, I give it for free, and I think take full advantage of it. Okay, because it all starts from the beginning. And then you go, you make your pivot stitch, your circles. Some students may have an issue with the circles. It's not easy sometimes. And then you continue with pin in the fabric. And I have about 2 videos that kind of you see different angles. And again, I put back the free bonus class that I have up here just as a bonus. Now, once you complete it here, guys, you can move on to your first assignment. And the first assignment, again, is free. Okay. So you go on with the first assignment. With the first assignment, there's an intro with the assignment, just letting you know about me a little bit. And then I start. Now, for those who don't know about me or probably just met me online today, I am from Grenada originally. I'm living in Canada. But again, and I've actually been in Trinidad a couple of times. I've never been in Tobago, but I've been in Trinidad a couple of times because I used to do, you know, business, this and that. So I used to be in Trinidad a lot. And I was from Grenada. Sorry, I was moving from Grenada to Trinidad at the time. So it was a very, very long time ago. So anyway, you will move to your first assignment. So you move to the first assignment. Once you complete the first assignment, I think there is a 2 days delay. I'm not sure. Maybe for everyone, it might give that 2 days delay. So if you're not able to get the second assignment right away, you may have to wait 2 days. But again, the first assignment, there's a lot of work to be done in the first assignment. Okay. So you go ahead with the first assignment, then you move to the next assignment. Let me just move here. The next assignment. And what I would also do here, guys, is to post PTS of my students who have sent me their work just to encourage you where they are. So I think that's a good tips as well, because a lot of students who take the event before send me the okay, I finished the second video. How was the video? Was it challenging? Was it this? So I'm going to also post that underneath here to kind of encourage my students who's currently taking the event as well. right? Once you finish this, then you move to the third assignment. And guys, you always have the opportunity to book a call with me, as well as I'm going to be always doing live to kind of encourage you. But once you reach to the third assignment, you complete it, you would have to book a call, because I want to know that you are progressing in the event and you are taking the event seriously. That's pretty much it. Okay, so that's the event here. So I have another lovely lady that I think is on me here with Zoom. So Hillary Small Grant, thanks for joining me today. If you are in a position to just say hi, you could say hi. If you're not, then you are more than welcome to join me.
Hi, Gellis.
Hello, Hillary. Thank you so much for joining.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm here at work.
Oh, yeah.
So I just steal a minute.
Okay, good. Well, it's so happy to have you on board with me today. Fantastic. And where you connecting with us from, Hillary, so everyone would know?
I'm in Toronto.
She in Toronto. Awesome. Thank you, my darling, for joining me.
The original needle and thread lady.
Exactly. So don't worry, I'm about to say it. If you want to say it, go ahead. But yeah, you want to say anything else?
No, I'm just grateful. I am grateful for the opportunity given, and that I jumped at it when I did. My only interest, as a matter of fact, was to learn to sew, as I always say, learn to sew a skirt. Excuse me, I'm going off in my building. Learn to sew a skirt before I died. That was the only thing I wanted to do. Was to learn to sew a skirt. I can always buy a top, but I just wanted skirts, just to, variety. And now I can make a dress. I can make, various different things. And my son was telling me, and I said, Mom, you could have made me a shirt to go to school on Friday. I'm like, boy, calm down. So, if you had a bright material, I'm like, okay. So anything they want to have fixed, here they come.
There you go.
Mom, can you fix this? Mom, I'm proud of where I am.
Wonderful.
And I still have more further, or should I say further to go.
There you go.
So thank you again. I must publicly again say thank you for holding not just my hand, but many other hands along the way.
There you go.
And your patience and your guidance is certainly appreciated. So thank you.
You're welcome, my darling. You're always welcome, Hillary. So just to let you guys know, Hillary is actually one of my very first, and I mean first students online when I started, when I actually was scared even coming online live. She came on board with needle and thread. Yes, needle and thread. I'm going to actually just quickly pull up my Instagram page, just briefly, because, she came on, so why not, right? And she took our beginners class, like I was telling you guys, beginners. She started from beginners class, then she moved on, and then this is her last outfit she made. I won't say last. This is one of the outfits I saw she posted on her page. But I'm gonna scroll down a bit here. This is her here again. This was from the beginners class. She made her skirt and a bag. Hillary started with me. She didn't even have a sewing machine, just to let everyone know. She had needle and thread. This is the jacket class we did. I'm not sure if she completed the jacket yet, but we're going to talk about it on a different note. But yeah, I think she did complete the jacket. I'm not sure if I have a complete post here, but this was her, let me see. This was her pattern drafting for the jacket. And this is after she took our advanced class. So she come beginners, she moved on intermediate, and then she moved on to advanced. I'm just going to show one dress. So this was the first dress she made, and I could testify to that because she made it online with Infinite Modesty design. So guys, for those who saying, you know what, I cannot sew, and this again is another dress that she made online. This is not me. This is her made it online right after taking our advanced sewing and fashion online course. So guys, anything is possible. And of course, I have all my other students here. This is Angie here. This is Sandra here. For those who is on my YouTube channel, would see a lot of testimony there with Sandra's and so on and so forth. So this is just a little tidbits itself. So thanks again, Hillary, for joining me on board today. So guys, you are in the right place. So I was excited that Hillary came on board. So that was a little interruption for me to kind of introduce her again. But let me go back to the event page for those who are still watching me. And let me just go here. Yep. So for those who are still watching me, just to kind of to get yourself familiar with the event, this is absolutely free. Like I said, when Hillary take the courses with me, all those was have to paid. The beginners, like I said, it was have to paid, and she moved on to different class, and she paid all the way for her classes itself. Now we're offering this one for free, and then once you finish, you move to the third itself. And again, I will post. I have actually testimonies of some of my students who complete and the reviews that they gave and itself there. And then you would definitely have to book a call with us in general. So what I want to do here, well, I think we have spent some time here. I just want to play this. This is from the beginners class that you have access to. I want to play just the intro to the machine, guys. And then we'll come back on board. Maybe I'll ask 1 or 2 questions, and then we'll wrap for the morning session of this live today. And if anyone have any question in general, you could kind of just send out your question. I'll come back to basis if anyone in the Facebook group have any question as well. All right, so I'm just going to play this video generally. I'm saying, yes, so I'm seeing nods, so that's fantastic. So one thing with the sewing machine here, I like to say is one, you want to make sure that you know how to thread the machine and run the bobbin, because that is the key, especially online. So threading the machine is key. I wouldn't thread this machine. There's another thing I'm going to actually show you guys today. I think I did ask everyone to take a line and did some a fabric and do some line in the fabric. So I don't know if anyone have actually, yeah. So I'm seeing some nods. Okay, good. If you have done that, so we're gonna go through the safety on the machine today. But one of the foundation is making sure that you know how to thread the machine. And guys, your sewing machine manual is jam-packed. Will teach you everything you need to know, sorry, about threading the machine to the point. Now, also running the bobbin, because every sewing machine is a little bit different. Some of them, sorry, is a little bit different in the way you place the bobbin. This machine, I'm just gonna show you here. This machine here now, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Sorry, guys. So this machine here, this is the bobbin here. You can't just put the bobbin anyhow. You're not gonna be sewing anything today. So with the sewing manual now, let's say I have this machine and I have another totally different machine. The manual now would guide me on how to thread the machine. So for instance, with this machine, the bobbin here, you must put the bobbin itself with the thread towards the back. If you don't do that, you'll just be frustrated with the machine. So those simple things, some of you guys probably have passed that stage already, which is awesome. But again, like I mentioned, this is beginner. For those who have, just have the machine, tried it the couple times, threading the machine and running the bobbin is key. So in this case, I place the bobbin in. Now, another thing again, once you place the bobbin is to ensure that you bring the bottom thread up. Some of us just forget that. Bringing the bottom thread up is key. Once you bring the bottom thread to the top thread, you're ready to sew. So I'm just gonna do this brief part here, bringing the bottom thread up itself. I'm gonna hold my hand wheel itself here, bring the bottom thread up, and then I would pull the top thread. And as I pull the top thread, now you see the white thread here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Then I pull the bottom thread itself up and I'm ready to sew, okay? Now, some of the simple part of the machine is the hand wheel. Very important with the hand wheel. Every time you turn in the hand wheel, whether you're trying to take out your fabric or you're trying to take out a thread, always turn the hand wheel towards you. Hint, I'll ask question with that later on. So make sure you turn the hand wheel towards you. Never turn the hand wheel away from you. Always turn it towards you, okay? Very, very important. Now, for this machine here, I'm just gonna go briefly overview. We have the stitch length dial. On your manual, it will tell you what's appropriate for your machine. For my machine here is 3. For this sort of machine, the stitch length dial I usually go is 3. And that is like, for instance, let's say you're sewing a lightweight material or you're sewing a jeans material. If you're sewing a jeans material, you may want a longer stitch length because it's a little bit heavier fabric. So you want to make, you want the stitch to be longer composed to if you're showing a regular fabric or like a muslin fabric, the stitch length of 3 would be just fine. And again, all those little details is in your machine. And one of the reasons why I'm saying that, guys, is because those little simple things could make you take your machine to repair shop. Just by looking over your manual could kind of help you. Okay, what stitch length for what fabric? So those things do make a difference itself. All right. Now this machine have various different features. It have, you know, the straight stitch, the zigzag stitch, the buttonhole stitch. I know for this machine itself, the buttonhole stitch is very, very easy. And I believe buttonhole stitch overall is very easy. Once you learn it, guys, it's like a bridge. You realize, like, why was I stressing myself on buttonhole? It's very, very easy. That's the cool thing with this machine. Another thing, again, you want to be very, very, and this is very important for anyone, any machine, any size, is your tension, guys. And that's where your sewing manual would guide you what tension to put your machine on. Usually, for my machine, the manufacturer is 4. For this particular machine, I put it on 3 because I believe the tension 3 works just fine for me. Now, the reason why I'm stressing for tension, let's say your tension is off. Let's say you get the machine, probably, you know, the tension, you know, in the stove, someone touched it, the tension, it was on 1. And then you now decide, okay, I'm going to sew. And you realize the machine start giving you a headache, skipping stitch, this and that. You just don't know what happened. Then you take it to the repair shop. And guys, all what you need to do is to look at your manual, right? And especially, let's say you have someone guiding you, of course, like myself, I would say, look at the tension. And your manual will tell you what tension is right for your machine. Right, so those little things I get all the time. I think I had a student, and she had a different machine from mine. I think it was two class back. It was a Wednesday class, and she was telling me how her machine skipping stitch. Then we went on the manual, and I told her stay back after the class. We went on the manual, and we realized that her stitch, the tension was to be on 5, and I think she had it on 1 or some lower number. So tension is very, very important to make sure that you know what tension is right for your machine. All right. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to stay here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a straight stitch to let you know the importance of safety on the machine. I want to let us know about our presser foot. So this is our presser foot here. When our presser foot levy, the presser foot levy. So every time you're starting your stitch, you want to make sure the levy is up, nicely up like this. You want to make sure that the presser foot itself is up. Once you're starting your stitch, you're ready to sew, you want to make sure it's down. Very, very important, right? So you want to make sure it's down. Now, one of the rules I always follow, never just, you hear that noise? Never, ever do that. Because, of course, this is your baby. This is going to show your high fashion garment. You don't want to treat it anyhow, right? You want to make it go down very nice and gently. So that's one of the rules I always say. So make sure you take care of your machine very well. So the presser foot levy is up. I feed my fabric, so I'm gonna just turn my machine here. My presser foot is up. Let me just come a little bit closer here. So my presser foot is up. I want to feed my fabric. So on my fabric here, I have lines. And one of the little secret here, guys, and I'm just gonna let you guys know, your line. Just imagine that when you're driving on the road. And that's how I teach my class, exactly to the T. So there's no hold back here. When I'm driving, when you're driving, where do you look? I want somebody to answer me. When you're driving, where do you look? Do you look on the glass? Do you look on the wheel? Where do you look when you're driving? Right, so I'm seeing Georgia saying something, okay.
Great.
Anyone else want to verbalize? When you're driving, where do you look? Tell me. I need voices.
Forward.
On the road, right? Awesome. That's exactly what it is. So now we are sewing. This line is your road. Okay? So this is your road, or your guide on the side here is your road. That's what it is here. So whether you're driving or you're sewing, just keep your eyes on the road and you'll be fine. So that's one of the first thing I said. Another thing, when you're driving, you don't want to drive fast, especially in the snow right now. You don't want to just drive fast, right? You want to make sure you be careful on the road to meet home to your family, your loved ones. Am I correct? Right? So it's the same thing as when you're sewing as well. You want to take your time, especially as a beginner. You're nervous. Listen, you are in control of the machine. The machine is not. There is no way the machine is in control of you. You are in control of the machine. So there's no reason to be scared of the machine, especially as a beginner. Okay. All right. So let's get started now. So every time you're starting your sewing, you want to make sure that your thread here is under the presser foot. Very important again. So some of my students will say, oh, the thread is following me. Did we put the thread under the presser foot? Very important again to make sure that that is on point. All right, so now we're about to start our stitch now. So what I'm going to do here, safety is important, guys, because one of the main thing I teach online, especially teaching kids. I don't want my children to, my students to sew their finger, right? So one of the key thing I emphasize heavily on is safety on the sewing machine. So one of the main thing you want is to make sure your hand is like this on the sewing machine, right? So any problem, at least you could go like this. Any mishap, you're nervous, you're just starting the stitch, you could at least go like this. Your hands wouldn't come and all of a sudden your hands sewing the machine. So safety is key. So let's go ahead and put our lines down. So now I'm gonna put my lines down here. I'm just gonna, okay. So now I'm gonna put my needle down exactly on my line. So I'm gonna take my time and put it down exactly on my line here, right? And usually as a beginner, I would say turn the light off. That's the first thing because you want to be safe all around the board. So turn the light off. Bring your needle down on your line, right? Bring your presser foot down. So again, this is our presser foot here. We're gonna bring it down nice and gently. We're not gonna just slap it down. So nice and gently, we're gonna bring it down, right? And then now we are gonna put our light on, safety again. And then we're gonna make sure our hands is safe. Now, another thing again, I see a lot with my beginner, because of the nervousness, you would hold the fabric tight, and the fabric would be sewing like this. No. You gently tap the fabric and then you start your stitch. So now I'm gonna start my stitch. One of the, a very, very important, and I heard a lot of people ask me, how can I avoid that? If you wanna be a seamstress, you cannot avoid it. If you wanna be someone who's sewing, you just cannot avoid it. And that is the back stitch. So I guess some of you guys here sewn already. Some of you guys probably is brand new. Back stitch is key, jam packed. So let's get started. So my eyes is on the road here, only on the road my eyes is, and I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna stop my stitch. I'm gonna sew a little, then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna press my hand on my back stitch here. So this is my reverse stitch here, press it down, hold it, because some of my students will just press and they not expect it, just press it like this and expect it to go back, no. So you're gonna hold nicely, press it down, and then you go down. And I usually say 1, 2, 3 as a guide. So I'm gonna go down 1, 2, 3, and I stop, good? So that means I did secure the stitch, it went back. Now I'm gonna continue sewing now. Again, my eyes is only on the road, it's not on the presser foot, it's not on the needle, and my hands is not nervous. I am just gently tapping the fabric itself to guide it. I'm gonna take my time here. And you see, I take my time. As the fabric go, I adjust my hand, I stop, I adjust my hand. I stop, I adjust my hand here. And my hand is still safe, as you can see that. Then I come into the end here. I'm gonna stop again and I'm gonna do my back stitch. I'm gonna press again. 1, 2, 3. Then I come forward and I done my stitch. Okay, so very, very important. Now when I finish, so again, as a beginner, I would say, when you finish, turn the light off on your machine for safety again. Bring the presser foot up. So again, we wanna bring it up now. We finish, just wanna bring it up. Then we wanna bring the needle up. How do you bring the needle up? You turn the hand wheel towards you, the needle come up. Then you pull your fabric out nicely like this, and you take your fabric and you cut it on the cut thread. Some machine, of course, have cut thread cutter. So we cut it on the thread cutter here, and then we examine our stitch. So did I did my back stitch? Yes. Did I did my, is my stitch secure? Yes. And then, of course, you could go ahead and practice again. All right. Okay, guys. So I just want to kind of bring a little tidbits here. So this is a very detailed video in there. So I'm just gonna come back here on Based, and you guys have it fully loaded in the membership area. You could always go over and play it over as much times as you want, just to practice, ensuring that you get that first stitch or 10th stitch, or just ensure that your stitch come out really nice and pretty. Let's put it at that. And also safety is key on the machine. So that is the exact video. I mean, there's a lot of other students there chatting and practicing. And then also in the video, we have some question and answers there. As we go along in this event in general, I would also put some quiz here for my students as well who taking part. Just give me some time. I will definitely put some quiz to kind of get everyone, gingered up. So once you finish the event, then you have some tailored quiz to answer as well. So again, also individually now, I go over the machine. This is just individual in the video. And then again, it's the same thing I did here in the straight stitch. So For those who beginner, practice, because I know many students have issues with the straight stitch. Once you practice this, guys, trust me, I believe if you have a mindset to go further, you would definitely go beyond the straight stitch. No more zigzag stitch and all that. You'll be going straight stitch and all that. Alrighty, so I'm gonna stop the sharing now and I'm gonna come back to base. All right, I'm gonna come back to base with everyone here. There you go. Okay, let me just come back here and then we will wrap in a bit. So I will definitely be on later on today. So someone say good morning, someone says awesome. So thank you guys for your feedback in the Facebook group. And again, thank you for all those who are on with me today. Okay, guys. So again, it's all start from the beginnings. For those who want to take this sewing and fasten to a higher level, a higher journey, we do have the beginners class. We offer it 100% for free. If you feel that you cannot do the beginners class on your own, you could always schedule a call with us and we'll let you know what is the next step if you want help for us to help you with the beginners class. But again, it's absolutely free. And then from the beginners class, you have the opportunity to move on to make a dress. You do have to get a mannequin and the list is there. But again, you have all this area itself. We have it for 100% free. And we want you to share. So guys, for those who have the link and sign up, share the link to your page. That would be, I would be so grateful. Other people would get the opportunity. If you could kindly do that for me, that would be fantastic. Just copy the link on your Facebook page and just say free beginners online class, and you could share the link so therefore more people would sign up to the event and eventually get benefit as what I believe that you are getting here today. All right, guys. So any question for those on Zoom with me or anyone in the Facebook group, any question, if you guys have concern with getting into the membership area, please let me know. So Natisha, you have a question? Go ahead.
Hi, my computer is not like yours, it's computerized. So,
okay.
it's a bit hard for me to work on. Like you said, I would really actually have to get the manual.
Yes.
And, because I was sewing something the other day and just all of a sudden the needle broke.
Mm.
And I don't know how to put it back in.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But
so
my own is computerized, so everything on it.
Everything is computerized. Another thing, again, you could always utilize YouTube. You know what to do? Take the name of your machine. So let's say my machine is a Singer Heavy Duty. I'll go Singer. I'll type on YouTube Singer Heavy Duty, maybe 500, 1000, whatever. How to change the needle. So if you could actually utilize YouTube as well, you could probably get something. Maybe someone might have a machine like that and might post how to change the needle or something. So that would be another option. But definitely I would say try all strength to get the sewing manual. That makes sense?
Okay, yes, I will try to get it.
Awesome. Awesome. You're very welcome. All right, good stuff. Any other question, anyone in the Facebook group? Anyone have any question here? Okay, I will definitely message you the link in the chat once I complete the live for sure. Or someone want me to message them the link, I will definitely do that, of course. And if anyone have any other question, again, my email is there. You could always reply, like I have a student always reply to me, or let me know where she are in her. So again, you use the email, use the Facebook group to send me any message personally itself or through email, and I will try my best to get back to you as well. We are going to do another live again this afternoon. I will talk more about the sewing manual this afternoon. I'll talk about the sewing manual for my machine and promote everyone trying to get the sewing manual. But I would come on live this evening and actually go through my Singer Heavy Duty sewing manual to see how simple it is, because I know sometimes manual could look distant, but pretty much that would really, really help you promote yourself to know your machine even more. Okay, guys, so I am so grateful to have everyone on board today. Thanks for Hillary who dropped by this morning. Thanks, Natisha, and thanks my lovely Haley. Did I pronounce it right? So I know it's Murphy. So thanks again for joining me on Zoom this morning. It was great having you guys, and I can't wait to see, even though you guys make a straight stitch, post it in the Facebook group. You guys is part of the Facebook group, I should guess, right? Yeah. Did you guys subscribe for the Facebook group? Natisha, did you subscribe for the Facebook group?
No, not as yet. No.
Not as yet. Okay. If you having any problem at all, just message me, okay? Any problem with getting in to logging in, just message me in general for the membership.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me on Zoom today. Thank you guys for those who are on Facebook watching me, and thank you for all your messages. Thank you for all those who have commented. Good morning. You're from Trinidad, and so on and so on. It's grateful to have you on board today. Again, my name is Gellis. Should be live here at 7:30 tonight again. Once again, my name is Gellis, and this is Infinite Modesty Design. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.